What's up, everybody? It is the Best Podcast Movement. Today we are doing another video. This time we are looking at Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, this game got so much praise when it released, especially on the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. The Xbox One X, for the most part, definitely favored due to its resolution render hitting a native 4K, though obviously it was using dynamic res, so it can fluctuate at points. The game obviously being running on no Frostbite, it was targeting 60 frames per second, but when you consider, you know, the visual details, the resolution target, and the presets that they were working with on the Xbox One X, it was a struggle to get 60 frames per second on this. So this was like another game averaging in the 50s for frame rate. And in comparison to the PS4 Pro, though it looked drastically better than the PS4 Pro version on the Xbox One X, it performed worse. You know, the PS4 didn't have to worry about running the game at 4K. It had to, I think it was targeting like 1440p. Was targeting 1440p, of course, and the Xbox One X obviously was targeting a higher frame rate. But you know, this was another one of those games that, you know, visually was magnificent, but it just missed its 60 frames per second target. Now we're running this game on the Xbox Series X, and with the dynamic resolution scaler, we are getting a native 4K picture, and we're getting a 60 frames per second lock this time around. So it's a refreshing, you know. And I tend to freaking suck, like, when I'm trying to do these videos and play at the same time, you know, because I'm looking, trying to just, I'm just looking at the game and what it does visually, how it looks.
Weapons free. Neutralize all targets.
Yes, Commander. Understood.
Looking at the game, not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing, but look at the detail, bro. Like, the detail in this game was just insane for its time, and this game looks so good. It still holds up, obviously, today. The multiplayer still has a live player base across all platforms. This was one of my favorite campaigns when it came out, and I would definitely play through it again. You know, I missed some missable achievements in the game, so I wouldn't mind booting this up. And it's also had another campaign expansion add-on. I think it's called like Resurrection or something like that, which, if you haven't played, I mean, give it a try. With the new consoles, it definitely helps. But yeah, we're gonna take out some of these people here while we, you know, admire the visual upgrade that we're getting, and a performance upgrade for sure that we're getting on the Xbox Series X. This game is, I believe, also using HDR. I'm using the HDR monitor, so there we go. Throw a grenade there. Like I said, like, this is different from what I'm used to doing, but no auto HDR is used because I think this game naturally had HDR in it, so that's why it wasn't, and why it's not using it. But this game just holds up very well. Looks great. The Xbox, and now we get to look at it from a third-person perspective. Look at this, bro. Look at it. It looked good on the Xbox One X, and it looks even better on the Series X. And now we're getting that better performance across the board. Those high-resolution texture packs, the level of detail. And to get that, you know, that consistent 60 frames per second now, it's a game changer. And it's one thing to just look at the game and like the game looks good. Obviously, when you look at a game, you can see what like a high frame rate will do to the smoothness and emotion. But remember, with the Xbox controller, right? The Xbox Series controller, they improved latency across the board. It's super responsive. That's why a lot of the game, it feels like a shock to me of the way I'm reacting. Here we go. I'm not gonna play through the whole game, of course. We're stretched for time on a video of this magnitude, and I'm rendering this video at 4K high quality, so if I go any longer, like YouTube may not even accept this video file. I don't want to compress it I'm not gonna put this through another program to compress it, but I just wanted you guys to get a quick glimpse of what. Damn, I'm trash right now. Hold on. I wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse at what this game is doing on the Xbox Series X, how it looks, and I picked a good stage. There's a lot of vegetation, a lot of colors at work. So that's why, and I'm getting my ass kicked in the process, but you know, there we go. Who is that? There we go. Whoa, whoa. I can't even see the rebels.
Go. Stand your ground and return fire.
Inferno, squad!
There we go.
Fire is evacuating Endor. Push back these rebels.
Understood, Commander. We're with you.
Shut the area.
And that's the video. That's the video. This is Battlefront 2 on the Xbox Series X, running at, like I said, dynamic resolution of 4K, but it's keeping that 4K image. And we could do that, pretty much tell by that based off what the Xbox One X was doing. And the Series X is doubling the graphics power. The CPU obviously is enough to hold 60 frames per second. If you haven't played the campaign, usually when people buy Battlefront, you know, they exhaust like the multiplayer, but if you haven't played the campaign is beautiful, looks great. It's a good storyline. It's pretty short. You could probably do it in like maybe 4 or 5 hours. But that's the video. Peace.